And we're live. Hey, everyone. Hi, I'm Sean Murphy, along with the incredible
Scott Schilling.
Hey, this is a quick invite. I'm doing great, Scott. You know, one of the things that we want everybody to see when you're watching this video is it's time. What's it time for? It's time for you to do more, have more, be more. And Scott and I have always we've circled around in each other's lives and in parallel paths. And over the course of the last 18 months, we've been able to spend a lot of time together. Maybe you've seen our Paradise Bakery little lives from downtown Dallas there in the area. And we said, you know what? We got to do more. And guess what we're going to do? Scott, tell them.
Well, the thing we have to do is we have to include more. If we're going to be more, do more, have more, we have to include more. Yep. And we were at Paradise this morning, and we were just talking about our mutual desire to make a difference, to have a positive impact. We just had a great mastermind group on Friday we were together with, and it just flames the fire. It stokes the fire. You know, it just gets it going, right? And so we met today, and we just started talking about the projects that Sean, Mental Profits. Oh my God, what a great project he's involved in, and talked about my project and what I'm involved with.
This is huge.
Monstrous. You know, I mean, we're gonna make so much difference, and we decided we wanted to do it together. We have our own brands and our own things that we're doing, but one of the ways that we get, you know, iron sharpens iron. I mean, you got to have some people coming together. And one of the things that I realize is that, quite frankly, I've got my gauge and my take on significance and why it's so important. But there's so many great people that have so many great stories and, quite frankly, so much great input. And this is about world changing. So we're looking for world changers that want to come play with us because we really have fun. I know Sean and I were talking earlier. My wife thinks we're goofy when we get together. Are we goofy, Sean? I don't think so.
Well, I'm only glad your bride thinks we're goofy because my bride knows we're goofy.
Well, that is a good point. No,
so
it's just, it's a matter.
So here's the thing. What Scott was doing and talking about significance and in this 7 steps, and I did a webinar, my gosh, that was yesterday morning, on how many different ways that you can, in a conversation, you can lose track of a conversation. It was almost 170 points. Now that was way overkill, but we all do those things. So what we want to do in this, we're doing a webinar tonight at 8 p.m. Central, and we're inviting you and everyone else who wants to come to it. But it's not a monologue, right? George Bernard said the problem with a conversation is most people think they have one. This is about us having conversations back and forth. It's a real live interactive if you want it to be that. If not, Scott and I will be just sharing some great ideas. But this is about you. Man, come with your biggest, your best questions, your brightest. And I promise you, we're probably not the sharpest knives in the drawer, but our experience has allowed us to see some things uniquely than others haven't. So let's mastermind this. Enough is enough of waiting, of pausing, of delaying your success. I mean, Scott has this whole thing on significance, and I mean, it just zings my heart, turns me on, tunes me up, fires me on, and we're going to do that thing this night, and we're going to do it continually as long as people want us to do it. But here's the thing. I know Scott and I always get better when we get together, that steel sharpens steel. So share some more. I mean, what do you think, Scott? Somebody wants to come to this. They're looking at it going, do what?
Well, I think a big part of everything we're doing, we want to make an impact. And so many people, one of the reasons that high performers are high performers is they actually realize that they need to be able to bounce something off of somebody. And sometimes when you've had a lot of experience and a lot of stuff, people don't want to talk to you or don't want to ask questions. Or we're just the opposite. We get together and it's like, well, what do you think about this? Or what do you know, everything's on the table, quite frankly. And we get very vulnerable. We get very open. We get very transparent. And what it's done, I know it's done it for me, and I think it's done it for you too, Sean. I'm not going to speak for you, but what it's done is give me the ability to be even more creative and even more on fire for the project with a greater desire to serve even more people. And that's really how this came about is, well, let's just open it up to some other people. Let's mastermind with them. Let's let them ask us questions, or let's ask some questions and take their input, and maybe they can bring some perspective. See, to me, I did a talk about 4 weeks ago now in Phoenix, and we had a wonderful audience there. But I said, when did the audience really get juiced? Well, when I stopped talking about success and moved to significance. When did I get really juiced? When I stopped talking about success and moved to significance. And it was just, that was it. This is what I'd been kind of searching for a year and a half, and it just all of a sudden hit. And so Sean and I started talking. And one other point that I want to raise real quick, for those of you that don't realize, it's December. And so there's a lot, go figure. Thank you, Captain Obvious, right? But the fact of the matter is there's so many people. Why is Sean and I doing this tonight? Why are we doing this invite to come just a few hours later? You know what? We might be the only two on that webinar. Now, I hope that's not the case. But the fact of the matter is, if we are, we're moving forward. We're not taking the month off. We're going to go into 2017 proud, strong, loud, ready to go. We're going to take some action. We're going to start it right tonight, 8:00, and we want you to be there with us.
So invite all of your friends. If you've got people who are on a team, bring them, because it's about everything. It's about the 5 pillars, right? It's about mental, spiritual, financial, health-wise. We're going to have some guests that are going to come on here that are the world's best of the best of the best. And it's not about us, because you already know, I promise this, you already know what you need to do for the next step. Where we pause is what happens in step 3 and 4. And see, sometimes you can't see that far, but you got to get to the next horizon. You got to get up there. You got to take action. And that's what we're going to be doing tonight. And for as long as we can do it together, we're going to do this, because we said enough is enough. What's the cost to be a part of this? Your time. The most precious, the most valuable resource you can do is your time. What's the cost money-wise? Pay it forward. Be a part of it. Do this. There's not a pitch for anything else. This is us. There's not going to be at the end of it, oh, and if you want to be part of our private coach. No, this is about, we're done with that. We got to take care of each other now. We've got to make the world better, brighter, stronger. And we're going to do that. Scott, last things before we wrap this up.
I think we might have a little fun too. I'm guessing. I don't know.
It's happen.
Yeah, it's going to happen. No, the bottom line is it really is all about that. It's about going in, how many of you are sick and tired of being sick and tired? I mean, we got a great opportunity to jump into the new year and really make it happen. By God, we're going to start right tonight. Yep. So join us 8 p.m. Central Time. Bring your friends, share the links, do all the different stuff.
Absolutely.
Again, quite frankly, I want to put some of this information, because I know there's going to be great information. I'm going to take the nuggets and put it into my book and into my programs and into my stuff. And guess what? I'm going to lift up the people where that comes from as well. It's all part of it. If we start this consciousness, we start doing things with and for each other, it's amazing what 2017 is going to bring.
So let's do it. Let's do this together, and let's go have some fun. So share the video, share the link. The link's going to be along with the video in our web pages and everything else. So we'll see you where? At the next event. We'll see you at 8:00. Thanks, everyone. Till then, I'm Sean Murphy.
And Scott Schilling.
And we'll see you where? At the next event.
The next event.
Till then, bye for now.